Shana Tova, Tizku L'Shanim Rabot. We say now during aseret yemei teshuva, we're saying Avinu Malkenu. The question is, why are we referring to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Avinu, our Father, Malkenu, our King? Why are we combining this? It's a unique combination to combine Avinu, our Father, Malkenu, our King. There are two types of people in the world. One is a person that would really like to give. We can call him a father. A father really wants to give. Not always could he. Not always does he have the ability to give his children what he wants to give. We know that a father loves his children, like a father loves his children, but not always does he have the ability to. He doesn't have the connections, he doesn't have the know-how, he doesn't have the money, whatever a person might have, sometimes he just can't do it. And then we have another person who we can call the king, is a person who has the ability to give, but not always does he give. A king has everything at his disposal. He can grant anything to every one of his citizens, but not always does he, because that's not the way to run a kingdom. It's just not the way a person or a king would run his entire country. Every person is going to send a letter to the king. Oh, please, can you send us this? And he's going to send it. Then it's not the way to run a country. So that's not the way. So that's why a king doesn't do that, even though he has the ability to. We're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when we're combining it, we're saying, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you're our father and you're our king. We want you to want to give us like our father, and you have the ability like a king, so please combine it and do so. Combine the two names, Avinu our father and Malkenu our king. Combine, attach the will to the ability that you already have, you're Kol Yachol, and grant us. And that's what we're referring to, Avinu Malkenu. We're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu, grant us like a father who wants to, and a king who can. We start, Avinu Malkenu chatanu lefanecha chevalenu, we sin before you, please have mercy on us. And we say, Avinu Malkenu eilanu melech ela'ata. What are we saying? We don't have a king besides for you. There's no kings in this world. Maybe the king of Saudi Arabia. He has the only effect he has on us is the gas prices. But besides for that, what is a king of? What do we have from kings? We don't have any kings besides for you. We know that there is the Yetzer Hara, and the Yetzer Hara is referred to as Melech, Zaken, Uchsid. He's a king, he's an old king, he's old, and he's a ksil, he's a tipesh, he's a fool, he tells foolish things. And we also have the Yetzer Hatov, and the Yetzer Hatov is called Na'al, Chacham, Umisken. He's a lad, he's a smart lad, but he's a misken, nobody listens to him. Why do we call him that? And the Mefarshim explain, because the Yetzer Hara is a king who doesn't listen to him. Everybody listens to the king. Whatever the king says, goes. And whatever Yetzer Hara says, unfortunately, goes. So he's the king. He's a king. He's there from when we're born. Right away when a person is born, Lapetah Hatat Uvetz, he's already there, like we learned in the Gemara in Sanhedrin, and he's already over there waiting for a person. Right away when a person is born, he's there, he's waiting for us. So he's old, considered Zaken. Uksid, he's a fool, of course. Who doesn't know Yetzer Hara is a fool? He tells us the most foolish things. We fall for it. But he's telling us the most foolish things. And on the other hand, we have the Yetzer Hatov. Yetzer Hatov, he's now, he's young, he just joined us at the Bar Mitzvah, welcome. Or at the Bat Mitzvah. Come in. Yetzer Hatov, he's young though. Chacham, he's very smart, he has good ideas, he thinks about the future, he thinks about the Olam Haba. He's thinking about what's going to give a person happiness, true happiness, or Torah, mitzvot in this world. Fulfillment. But he's a misken, nobody listens to him. Nobody listens to the Yetzer Hatov. It's hard to find, those tzaddikim that listen. They listen to everything the Yetzer Hatov tells them to. People don't listen to him. You're young, you have to grow, where's your experience? Don't worry, I know you're smart, but you have potential. That's what we tell the Yetzer Hatov. It's potential. Well, potentially, one day, ulai, I'm going to listen to you. We're telling HaKadosh Baruch Hu, right after Rosh Hashanah, where we appointed God, our King, upon us, Alechem, shetamlichuni Alechem, We told God, God, we want you to be our king, and we're going to live a life of Judaism, of Torah, mitzvot, and maasim tovim, and we're going to listen to what the Torah tells us to do, and we're going to follow you, and you're going to be our king. Now we're telling HaKadosh Baruch Hu, not only that, en lanu melech elata. We're not going to listen to the other king, called Yetzer Hara. We're not going to follow him. We only have one king, called HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we're going to listen to our Yetzer HaTov, and we're gonna study Torah, we're going to study the mitzvot, we're going to learn the halachot, and we're going to do good things only. And we're going to not listen to everything and jump to all hail to the king. We're not going to jump, whatever the king says. We have Melech Yetzer Hara, we're not going to listen to him. We're going to only listen to you. Ribono Shel Olam. En lanu melech ela ata. For that alone, can you please do for us? Ribono Shel Olam, Avinu Malkenu. Then we say, Avinu Malkenu, aseh emanu leman shemecha. Do for us for your name. What does your name have to do with anything? God, Ribono Shel Olam, He has many names, and we're saying, for your name, do with us. Avinu Malkenu. Why? What are we referring to? There was a prince, successor to the king. His father, the king, died, and he took over. He took over the kingdom. He started ruling. He was a good ruler. He was a good king. One day, the king decided, this new prince, the king decided, I'm done with the kingdom, and he took his crown off, and he took his wardrobe off, changed it, put on regular clothes, went to a different country, went to a different city, and he just continued on with his own life, and he didn't care about anything. One day the queen, his mother, she comes, and she sees her son, and she begins to cry, and she tells him, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? You had guards, bodyguards, money, wealth, health, whatever you want. The best doctors were right there. Everything you could ever imagine of, you had. Why are you leaving that all? He says, Mom, you don't understand. I still have it. You're right, I'm removed from, so it doesn't seem like I have it all, but I carry your name, I carry the king's name. Wherever I go, I get things because I have that last name. I have the last name, and we're telling God the same thing. Ribono Shel Olam, we're in Galut. We're far away from you. We're far away from home. But you know what? We carry your name. We're Yehudim. We're Yehudim, B'nei Yehudim, Ma'aminim, B'nei Ma'aminim. We're Jews, the sons of Jews, and we're believers, the sons of believers. And we're telling Ribono Shel Olam, for your name, please do for us. For your name alone, for that sake alone, it's enough, so you should please do with us. We carry your last name. Give us something on the house, because we have your name. We move on to the next Avinu Malkenu. We were saying, Avinu Malkenu, Chadesh Alenu Shana Tova. Please, give us a brand new year. If a guy has a storefront and he rents it from the boss, all year he didn't pay rent. An entire year he did not pay rent. Not only that, all his suppliers, he owes them money. And he tells them, he comes to his landlord and he tells him, I would like to sign a new lease for another year. So the landlord's like, listen, you owe me a whole year rent. No, don't, listen, I found a new supplier, he's going to send me much better stuff, I'll be able to get a deal, and this thing is going to sell, guarantee, please give me one more try. So the landlord hears this and he's like, okay, you know what, I'll give you another chance. And he signs him off for another year, and he's like, let's see. The guy goes, and he owes the new suppliers, he owes their money, and he didn't sell anything, and everything's just stocking up. And he calls another supplier, and he tries again, and nothing's doing. Another year, he comes back to the landlord, and he's like, can you please sign me another lease? I've got another supplier, one more, I found one in China, he's going to send me something. And the supplier, the boss tells him, the landlord is like, are you kidding? Who are you fooling? You not only owe me all my rent, you owe all the suppliers from year one, and now you also owe the suppliers from year two, because none of them are interested in doing business, so you keep going to new guys. And you owe everybody money. I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to shut down your business. Give me the keys. We're asking Ribono Shel Olam, please give us a new year. On what account? On what account can we ask for a new year? We owe him for last year. We owe for the year before, and we have more debt piling on upon us. God, chas v'chalila, what is he going to do? Want to take the keys? So how can we ask? How is it even possible to ask for a brand new year? HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we're asking for Him, please give us a good new year. A good new year. Something good. What does good mean? A year where we can serve you. A year that's going to be so good that we're going to have parnasah, we're going to have refuah shelema, we're going to have no tzarot, no gezerot kashot. We're going to have a good year, a good enough year that we'll be able to, without any things bothering us in our heads, without any stresses, so we should be able to do Torah, to do mitzvot, to do maasim tovim. That's what we're asking from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're not asking us, oh, give me a new list because this is what I'm going to do. You know, from last year you didn't do anything. You owe. So we're asking the Rosh Hashanah, give us a good new year, a year where we can come and we can have a year where we can only serve you. That's what we're asking for. Give us a year where we can serve you. That's what we're saying. Avinu Malkenu, Chadash Alenu Shana Tova.